Yes. I did, but to be honest, I fell asleep because I fall asleep as if I have friends around me. Spring, stop. You're being too sweet. I'm so embarrassed now. Okay. YouTube. Is it working? It says live, but I don't think it's live. Let me check my phone. Am I actually live? Yeah. So sorry. Shut up, Yin! Shut up! Okay. I think I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Okay, I'm live. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's good. Okay. I just don't see the screen. Okay, the screen popped up. Okay, we're live. Hi, YouTube. Nothing weird or suspicious happened. This is all happening in the same day. This is still day 1. I don't know, is it me or the channel is kind of less? What do you mean less? Okay. Honestly speaking, I feel like I don't need that many channels or reunions. I get what you mean, but I feel like there's not enough activity on the server to really need that many channels to begin with. I feel like it makes even more clutter creating so much channels rather than less channels. Yeah, I feel like less is more. It really depends. I understand if like a Discord channel, if it's like really big, a lot of members, a lot of activity, and people tend to like overlap topics too often, then I get it. But honestly speaking, I think this is just fine. I think the Discord as it is okay. Unless I get more members, then I will consider adding more channels. I feel right now this is just nice. Okay, back to business. I really want to finish this freaking thing tonight. Okay. This is my big brain moment has been interrupted. Yes, that's it. Now then, we should get back to doing what we need to do, and that is we need to examine these. The prints on the doorknob. But it's white. The prints on the master key. The prints on the doorknob is white. I'm actually not too sure what the answer should be. Door? Wait. I can't see chat for some reasons. Oh, I was still down, but the moment I hit refresh, suddenly it's okay liao. Why sounds like wanna make people gonna piss? Oops. Doorknob? Okay, it's the doorknob. The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything. Hey you! Yeah you, pal! Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? So, what do you find out? There's no need for such belligerent nostril flaring, detective. Sir, I found only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Faith's prints on this doorknob. We shouldn't be! Maggie's prints should be on the doorknob. So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive. Yeah, I thought it was white. I think it was only white on 1202, which is Edgeworth's room. So the 1203 still had prints, which doesn't make sense because Maggie actually was asked by Portsman to help open his room, right? So it doesn't make sense. Ah, okay. Have a good shower, Orionis. Don't jinx it, baby girl. Wait, what did Nico say? Maybe Maggie busy cooking. Yeah. Okay. I'm lost, sir. Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this knob as well. Now then, whose print should also be on this doorknob? Maggie Bird! Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent? You mean... Yes. Oh, wait. I totally forgot. It's a master key, so it doesn't matter which door you open. It's always the same key. Because I was thinking if Maggie were to be forced to open 1202, it would be weird, right? She'll see, 1202, why my key doesn't work? Well, I forgot the key works on all the doors. Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. What have we here? Oh, a letter? Yeah, the key is a master key, so it works on all the doors, so it doesn't matter, right? Because if I bring a 1202 key to a 1203 room and I stick it in, it wouldn't work. But this one works. Okay. Oh, what do we have here? What is this? Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone. But it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later. Why is it necessary to write a note like this? It looks like a note from the victim. Yeah, and it's for Mr. Portsman. This is like a note written to like to create an alibi, you know, like purposely mention like, oh, I was on the phone with you, you weren't around, I brought exactly 3 evidence. What's this? What are you looking at, sir? Oh hey, how about a game? That's okay, detective. I just found the position of the hoop to be... Oh, I didn't realize it. Hold up. I just saw that I could investigate it, but I didn't realize. Okay. The basketball hoop thingy, there's a little like a marking on the floor. I don't think you guys can see my cursor. Hold on. Here? Yeah. This thing. It's not on where it usually is. Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk. The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I better take a note of this. Okay. Oh, I think... Oh! We're finally done! After like 2 hours, we're finally done. Jesus Christ. Okay. Poking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely. Huh? How so, sir? In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case. You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman. What? Mr. Portsman? I knew it! That's exactly what my logic sensors were telling me too. I suspected it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being a killer, sir. That is anything but logical. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door. Wow! What poeticness. Okay. This is it. As I take one more bite of my chicken. The sauce is getting a little overwhelming. Too much sauce, not so much of a good thing. Okay. Mr. Portsman, I finally finished processing the bloody letter, sir. Alright. Let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Oh, okay. Ooh, what's for din din? I'm eating grilled chicken. It's called cheese grilled chicken, but it's not really cheese. It's some sort of sauce. It looks like tartar sauce, but it's not tartar sauce. So that's chicken. I ate like most of it already. There's some wedges, potato wedges, and veggie. Here. Just this for din din. Yum. I think the chicken has been there since 1 hour ago. I mean, it's been cooked like since 6 p.m. At least 6 p.m. It's been cooked. Gaming! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. How are you, Gaming? Thanks for being here. We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations. You want to finish the chicken first? It's okay. I like taking it slow. I haven't even started on dessert. but yeah, I tend to eat like really slowly, so it's alright. Yeah, I do eat very slowly. Like if I were to share this kueh din gao with Ras, right? He would eat like more than half of it before I managed to even eat like 2 scoops. I'm having a headache right after waking up from a nap. Do you have like a poor nap or something? Maybe get some water, drink some water, get hydrated, or like get some food. Maybe you feel better. Morgan! Welcome to the stream! Hello. Thanks for dropping by. How are you, Morgan? Is that grass jelly? Yes, it's grass jelly. Herbal jelly. It's not exactly grass jelly, it's called herbal jelly. It tastes slightly different, but it has the same texture. Yeah, it's called kueh din gao. Apparently, allegedly, it's made out of turtle. I'm not too sure how real is it. Like, it's made out of like grinded turtle shell or some shit. It's not. Why is it called kueh din? Why do they always have a turtle picture on it then? yeah, it's not anymore, but it used to. That's the origin of the kueh din gao. Like the kueh in kueh din gao actually means turtle. Yeah. I heard it's made of turtle. I think it actually used to be. It really used to be, but now no more. No longer. It's like plant-based. Okay, looking good. You there. Take good care of this. Is he gonna throw it? Whoa! Why is he just throwing the cases here and there? Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe. End of the line for you, Portsman. We've got you now. Call off your dog, Mr. H-Ruff. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jocks. Jock. Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay, if you promise to stay out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl. Who'd have ever thought it would come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you have yet to prove anything. Let's go! Okay. Hello, I'm watching you from YouTube. I'm okay, exception for teeth gums swollen. Are you okay? Do you need like some mouthwash? Is your teeth okay? Is it just a gum? Do you injure your gum? Do you need some medication? Yeah, Portsman's hair. I'm actually not sure why they designed his hair to look this way. Is it supposed to represent something? Does it look like something? It's probably not the turtle powder thing. That one is really expensive AF. I'm banana, so I don't understand the name anyway. The one everyone here had is probably just herbal jelly. Yeah, it's right now it's made of herbs. It's no longer turtle. Can use this in bubble tea shops. I'm not sure if they use this in bubble tea shops. I think bubble tea usually they just use grass jelly because it's a little bit more neutral. I assume the flavor. This one has a little bit more of like a bittersweet kind of flavor. It does have more herbal flavor to it. I'm not sure how to explain. You need the yintis. It is me. I'm your yintis. Okay, this should be the last part of this case. Like final freakingly. And you know it's the last part of the case because the music just got more intense. I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in your mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how, may I ask, do you propose I unlock your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here. Sorry, but we are not finished yet. Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something? I'll show you what I'm basing my accusations on, with evidence. Okay. Let's just press. I'm just gonna press everything just for story.
Hold it.
My accusation is a harebrained idea, is it? You tell me. I say it is, after all. Oh my god, there's no information. I'm still wondering why the teapot is placed like that. It was knocked over. So they just left it knocked over like that. There's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Oh? And what, pray tell, kind of evidence are we talking about here? Jim was my partner, so you can't say I had a motive for killing him. And that's it? There's not even an anthill, let alone a mountain. But it's more than enough, wouldn't you agree? Might I recommend that you review what the word evidence means? It doesn't change the fact that the evidence doesn't point to me as the killer. Besides, how may I ask you, did you... Okay, this is the sentence with the problem, for sure. Unfortunately, I believe I have already shown how earlier. Your speculations mean nothing, as I still insist that I could not gain access to your room. What should I do now? Should I raise an objection? Should I raise an objection? Should I raise an objection? Raise an objection? Let's raise an objection. You claim to have had no way to open my door. However, is that really the honest truth? Alright, I'll humor you. Go ahead, shoot. Very well then. I propose that you use this to open my door. The master key. It's either the master key or Maggie. So I'm just gonna use the master key. I believe you were able to open my office door with the master key, no less. Wait. Hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. Oh, he's sweating. Oh, I just realized the headband is like to stop the sweat from going past his forehead. Like, it actually works. Yeah, I injured my gum while eating fish. Got medicine to help with the pain. One cheek. Oh my god! That sounds pretty bad though. One cheek swollen like a rabbit's cheek. That sounds pretty bad. Hopefully you get well soon. Maybe you can take like some anti-inflammation medication as well if you have. Like ibuprofen or something. That's right. You use your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key. The key to my room! You had asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes? Yeah. I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know? But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it? What? You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we? I'm certain that it was Mr. Pottsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir. See, Miss Bird backs up my story. Yet, what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking that what you wanted? Ha! And how do you suppose I did that? By switching the number plates on our doors, for example. That's right! They do slide up pretty easily. Furthermore, you then use one other thing to give us very strong impression that the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. What was it that Mr. Pottsman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his room? The freaking basketball hoop! Slam dunk! Basic logic, lawyer superpower number 3. Welcome to the stream, Carl Johansson. Thank you so much for dropping by. Exactly. Phoenix, right? The Magatama, like the power of spirit mediums. And the superpower that Mouse Ashraf uses, logic. What? The basketball hoop, sir? It's quite a peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually... Is this English right? Wait. Which is why it left an unusually strong impression on you. Thank you so much for the hydration check. Cheers. Welcome back, Orionis. How's the shower? I don't know why this Portsman annoys me. There's a reason why. He's the criminal, that's why he annoys you. He's not meant to be a likable character. Okay. Carl, have you played Ace Attorney Investigations? It's an object perfectly suited to sit outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor. Gwah! That's very true, sir. Because there was a basketball hoop sitting there, I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's. There are signs that the hoop has been moved. To sit it in front of my office, to be sure. I see. So that's how you threw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack. I'm on case 4. Nice. Is this your first playthrough? I only just started yesterday, so I'm still on case 1. I'm a bit slow. Now, you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. Oh? Dude was in his room the entire time? I'm sure we have an evidence to say otherwise. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. Okay, honestly speaking, the rebuttals... Okay, I don't remember how the rebuttals go in this game, but currently the rebuttals are all kind of weak. Like, there's always a very obvious, like, sentence that you need to press on. First playthrough, nice! How are you finding the game so far? Have you played the other Ace Attorney games? I've actually played Ace Attorney Investigations before, but this was like 10 years ago. I played it 10 years ago, so honestly, it's kind of like kind of fresh right now. Like, I actually don't remember how the crime happened. So I don't really know the answers to everything. I know the plot twists. I know what's going on in the game. But everything else is still a puzzle. So he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he? I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears. My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday. Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here. I finished the first 2 games in the Ace Attorney trilogy. Nice, nice. Ooh. Is there a reason why you haven't played the 3rd one? I'm trying to think if, like, finishing the 3rd one, would it, like, affect your enjoyment of the game right now? I don't think it really affects that much. Probably not, I think. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had a girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to press. I'm supposed to press. Press. What am I doing? Hold it! Nonsense, you say? Yes, because I'm telling the truth here. Okay, that was nonsense.
Hold it!
Using the master key, of course. Sure, you have a problem with that? That is what the master key is for, right? Perhaps we should place it in an elaborate labyrinth or some sort of people. Oh my god. Perhaps we should place it in an elaborate labyrinth of some sort for people like you. It's difficult to read fast. Like, I can read it fast in my mind. I can't say it fast. That guy with the maroon suit jacket is giving vampire. He's not actually a vampire. I'm not sure. He's supposed to be a sportsman, kind like a jock character.
Hold it!
I started the 3rd one and completed case 1 before Investigations Collections came out. That's a pretty good thing. You still have a lot of content to go through. Can you imagine? Oh my god, I wish I'm in your position. I would love to play Ace Attorney again, all over again. You can play the 3rd game. You can play Ace Attorney Investigations 1 and 2. And then you can play the Apollo Justice Trilogy. And then you can play the Great Ace Attorney. You have so many games to go. That's great. I'm low-key, high-key jealous. Isn't Maroon Suit age? Oh! Sorry, I misunderstood you. Miko, I'm sorry. You mean this guy? This guy is giving vampire. A bit, I guess. Cause he has that like thingy, right? He has that vibe. And what were you doing in your office? I was doing my usual training regimen. Training regimen? Were you going through your law books from start to finish? Mainly batting practice and some weights? Oh, and I jog when I get the chance. Wow! You must be the buffest prosecutor we have. He doesn't even look that buff. Come on. What a bird! With the weakest legal muscles, it would seem. Damn, Ashworth. Let's go. I was doing my usual workout, so
Hold it.
I think I've given you quite a few reasons, actually.
Objection.
But none of those would stand up on their own.
Objection.
Then what about all the evidence?
Objection.
It's all circumstantial. No judge would convict on such flimsy evidence. He seems to be trembling a little. One more little push. All I have to do is find a flaw in his testimony. Okay. This one. I was in my room the entire time. It's a whole load of baloney. Objection! That was a lie. What are you talking about? How was that a lie? This is the note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door, or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came on to call you. So then, where were you and what were you doing? Yeah! Shall I explain it in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room you had Miss Bird open for you. Let's go!
Objection.
That's just nonsense! You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me. Wait, the song sounds extra epic. They upgraded the song from the original 8-bit, like the bit. How do I say? It sounds different. It hits different. Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence. No way! This is proof, positive, that you had Miss Bird open the door for you. Oh my god, which is it? The nameplate? Her prints was not found on the doorknob. It's the door, right?
Take that.
I had your door dusted for prints. My door? For what? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right, I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Her prints? What do they have to do with anything? Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her print should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. They just make weird sounds. Further, all of the prints on my office doorknobs have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office. Is that it? Is that it? That was kind of easy. That was kind of easy. Oh, just what's so funny, pal? Well, that look of stiff seriousness on the face of this officer's finest prosecutor, as he makes a huge mistake in accusing me, is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world. What? Mr. Ashworth just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already. And as I said earlier, it's all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints? Well, I can readily confess that I had wiped that knob as well. I'm a little obsessive compulsive, you see. Didn't we just get prints from the doorknob? He can't say shit like that. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there. I guess that makes sense. I guess he's right. You made that up just now, didn't you? Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it here before I arrived at the office. Like early evening, for example. Are you sure you failed to notice a note in your doorway? Hey, even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied with work-related matters, although that's no excuse. Now that's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size. But you can't prove it that, can you? Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir. Ugh. Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. Besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? I only just realized I had one as we were talking. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner. Okay, alibi time. If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 AM, correct? And it was then that you had an unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. Hold a second. Okay. Do you really think it's that perfect? Like I say, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see it for yourself. Detective Gumshoe. Sir, yes sir! I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsman said. The guys down in criminal affairs say they saw him at around 2 AM. You see? Don't use the word perfect in front of Von Karma disciple. Exactly right. Speaking of which, I do have a mini Edgeworth here as well. I should be using this to object, but I haven't. Objection! Yeah, okay. I'll hold Mr. Edgeworth here. All of the evidence points to him being the culprit. So there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. I honestly don't remember anything from this. Came back to the office at 2 AM.
Hold it!
You are correct. It was around 2 AM. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2. Ooh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. It was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint.
Hold it!
It is as you say, however. Yes, however, you're the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Objection!
Oh, come on now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? This piece of shit! It's pissing me off. I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Oh well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs.
Hold it!
So you paid the criminal affairs department a visit. Yep, right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony. And it was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. A number of detectives said that they saw you at around that time. See, I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had up my sleeve. And the dude just used the word ace in front of an ace attorney? This guy's just pissing us off. Impossible, he actually does have the perfect alibi. What's wrong? Why the sudden sullen look on your face? Can't you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we've reached the end of the line and it's time to get off this crazy train. You there. Sir, please escort the young lady out, but remember, be gentle. Maggie! Detective Gumshoe! Detective Gumshoe! Is this it? What's going on? Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn this situation around. Of course, it's time to turn about. If Phoenix were here, he would turn this around. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? I need to calmly think this through one more time. And with logic. Let's go, cutie time. Okay. Portsman's alibi. Intruder I met could not have been Portsman, then who could it have been? Who? Who? Another thief? Is it another thief? There is another gun. So there's another person. There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life. And one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once. Meaning that it's entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person, which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. I seriously, honestly, totally forgot that there was even another person. I actually forgot it. Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were appended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder. So it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it, and once again after the murder by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. If it's supposed that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back.
Objection!
Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Great! So you finally come to your senses. Mr. Edgeworth! Sir! What are you saying? This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief. A thief? I thought it would be like something more like someone who really wanted to steal the files, but I guess they mess with the teacups and shit. And the chessboard? A thief? But sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, 2 culprits stole into my office tonight. What do you mean 2? It explains why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were 2 guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office.
Objection!
Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know. If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Grrr. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time. So then, this would be when the files were put back in the wrong order, right? Put back in the wrong order. That was why it was shot on the top. Okay, correct. And then just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith? But why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir? Because the basketball hoop was outside there. He's ready to destroy one man's career with pure logic. He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office, would be my guess. Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right? He must have thought it was odd, so he came into this office to check it out. Correct. And as a detective, it was the right thing to do. But when he came in, he found his own partner standing right there. Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. You killed someone because they saw you stealing things. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then he killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left. Oh, okay. So the files was stolen by someone else? Then Mr. Portsman went to steal something from the safe? He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind. You're such a complicated troublemaker, you know that? Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. There was another visitor, sir? Yes, and this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that. And so, they stole the master key. Oh! Oh, thanks for figuring out for me, Ashraf. I had no idea. Okay. This is the first time I'm hearing this, Mr. Ashraf. Alright. They stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize. The stolen zero file, right, sir? Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter. So the shells getting messed up twice and the 2 bullets. It was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times. Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief and was not in fact Mr. Face Killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit.
Objection!
Oh. What's so funny, pal? Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything. Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth after all. But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right, it would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor. So we need proof that he visited the office first. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir. But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof of this point. Don't say that, sir. I don't believe this. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must. You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met really was just a plain old thief, then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. Every time I thought that we are almost finished, we're not. The music just upgraded again. Okay, let's get to business. Time to end him and his freaking career. That thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left. My food is kind of cold right now. Obviously. Okay. We got this. So, you think we should be out there looking for the thief? Of course! Now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions. I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Expected to be cold after 2 hours, yeah. You can't actually hear the background music? Okay, I'll up the desktop audio. Can you hear it now? The thief you ran into should be a real suspect, wouldn't you say? Let's say, hold it!
Hold it!
Actually, no, I wouldn't. Why not? That's elementary. The dying message, of course. Because I actually thought about this, but I didn't say it. The dying message is a name of a detective, so you have to know. They brought up this point earlier that you have to know Gumshoe to be able to write his name. That was his argument of why he thinks it's Maggie who did it. Mr. Faith's killer very clearly left those letters on the spines of those files. And it was after they were on there that the thief stole one of them. I mentioned this so it doesn't make sense to write the name and then only steal the item. You mean the 0 files, right? And that's how we also know that the letters themselves were a setup and not from Mr. Faith. If the thief was the killer, do you think they would try to undermine themselves? Ah! Maybe the killer just didn't think of that either? Yes, that must be it. Maybe, just maybe. We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby.
Hold it!
Once escaped, I highly doubt the thief would linger nearby. Well, you never know. Maybe they didn't get what they were really after. Oh? You talk like you know quite a bit about this thief. It's nothing like that. I have no idea about anything after all.
Hold it!
But according to Mr. Faith's note... Hold on. I thought we already cleared that up. Didn't we say that Jim left that note for me in the early evening? If you have proof that he left it at a different time, say just before he was murdered. I don't have any, no. You see? So I insist again that I was in my office the entire time. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at Criminal Affairs.
Hold it!
Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? That's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. You know, those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And what of the evidence he brought? There were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant. A gun and a pendant? A second gun? Dun dun dun! Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks.
Hold it!
A gun and a pendant? Yes, this gun, which was the murder weapon. Oh! So the evidence was used as the murder weapon. Then what about his gun? His gun was stolen from him. This pendant belonged to the victim. The gun has a horse on it as well. And why were you taking them to Criminal Affairs? There was something in the past case file I wanted to compare these two to. But all this had nothing to do with this case right now. Anyway, I believe you'll find the long paper trail I left to be to your satisfaction. This is matching up with what Detective Gumshoe found out. So what's the issue?
Hold it!
I can't expect you to know, can I? Nope. but I guess you can expect me to take a guess based on logical deductions. Oh? Then let's see you deduce. Jim waited for me to leave and then stole the master key. For the purpose of sneaking into your room, of course. And that's when Miss Bird caught him red-handed. And the murder occurred. It's all exactly as I had laid out earlier. I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. But where? I'm not sure. Okay, I think it's the extra testimony, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. He brought 2 items, a gun and a pendant. A gun and a pendant. But he lost his gun. A gun and a pendant. It's either this or this. I think. No! There were 3! Oh my god, I'm so dumb! There was 3 evidence. He said he brought 3. I'm so dumb. I forgot. Objection! Only 2 pieces? I believe the proper phrase here is you fail. The police badge? I'm not sure. There's a 3rd item that's missing. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Hello! Kyo! Thank you so much for dropping by. You heard Ace Attorney, you're like 2-3 hours late. But it's okay, we're almost at the climax of the first case of Ace Attorney investigations. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece I think you should read carefully. Ah! It says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces. Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. I can't believe to get tripped up by a simple arithmetic. I mean, like, a good position as well. Where is the missing piece of evidence? It's... You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe. You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe. Oh, don't come any closer. I'm warning you. What if it's the coat? I'm just bullshitting here. This is all part of the investigation, pal. So don't even think of stopping me. No! Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir. Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. But why would he hide something like that? There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. KG8 incident. I had chills. Ooh. I suddenly had chills when I saw the blood. Ah! That's blood, isn't it? Yes, and I believe that is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh. You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood? No! You've got it all wrong! No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video. Yeah, it's totally suspicious. Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints? Ah! If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderers you and Mr. Faith. No! Impossible! I'm... R.I.P. Okay. Woohoo! Let's go! Finally, we're almost at the end. Mr. Portsman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir. Very good. And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. And as a bonus, they were also able to leave a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Ashworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir. It was nothing. I'm just sorry that you got caught up in the murder in my office. Please accept my apologies. Oh, it was nothing really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean... I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir. If it had been a holdup or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person. Something tells me that we should have hired a different person for security detail. You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor. And why would you say that he was corrupt? Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons. Ooh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession. We never did get around to asking what his reasons for breaking into my office. What for? What for the reasons? Yeah, whenever we got near the topic, he just clammed up. Although we can be pretty certain that it was to steal something. This is just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes. Oh? Well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly leads credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this. Huh? Then, Mr. Portsman isn't a bad guy? I didn't say that, but rather that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance to these piece of evidence. The significance of this piece of evidence. The safe? Is it the safe? Ah, thank you so much, Ras. I was about to do that. Is it the safe? Or is it the files? The significance of the files? Can I save the game? I can't save the game! Oh my god, I don't know what's the answer. Is it the safe? Is it the files? I feel it's the safe. Yo, Leo, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. Did you get Moalani higher? She's still currently stuck at level 60, 50. I still need to get gills, but I maxed out her weapon already, and I started to level some of her talents. I'm getting there. I'll get there soon. Don't worry. I got it. I need to do the story quest, because the story quest also gives skills. So I'm on it. But right now we're laser focused. We're a lawyer. Okay, I think it's a safe. Where's the present?
Take that!
No, I fucked up! Sir, I don't think there's any mystery left to that piece. You might be right there. I think you solved the case already, Mr. Edgeworth. The only thing left that we still don't know about is maybe this. No! I got one up by Gumshoe. Damn it. Yes. The 0 series file. The significance of which we have yet to fully comprehend. The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who it was. And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Is Moalani not Moa yesterday? What does it mean? What's Moa yesterday supposed to mean? Mr. Ashworth, sir. Yes? I came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir. Oh! This card! What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there? It's not just any bird. It is the mark of the raven. A 3-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective. Oh! It's about that thing, right? Isn't it? That great thief everyone's talking about? Yes. It is the mark of the great thief Yatagarasu. Let's go! Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Perfection! Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to mass media. Along with this single card, although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something's written on the back. What? Let me see. It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files. So the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu? Yatagarasu. Organization. Quite a few keywords are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming, for they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. That was so, extra slow, the last few texts. It's over! Case 1 is over, the end! Ba-ba-ba-bam, ba-ba-da-ba-bam. Okay. Nice. Otsukare, thank you so much. Because you said you gone. Moalani, not Lani means now? I didn't know Lani means now. I have no idea. I didn't even know Lani means now. Okay. Save. How do I? Inside FFmpeg. It's a common Malay word, is it? I've never heard of it before. Okay. I think we will start a little bit of the second episode. We do have some time, but let me finish my chicken. I deserve to finish eating my chicken. I think the sauce has like some chili in it or something. That's probably why it's like a bit sweet. I don't like chili sauce, to be honest. The sweetness is like so artificial. Oh my god, you're still eating? I'm still eating. Yes, I am. I'm almost done though, I swear. I can't even start eating my kueh ling gao because I can't finish my food. Food takes 3 hours to finish. Yep. Wait, you lost 50-50? By the way, baby girl, I just lost to heart PT to Japan. Can you pray for my soul? Amitofo, Poppy. All the best. Your next 10 pull is whatever you want to pull for. What are you trying to pull? Who are you pulling for? Fei Xiao? Bro, I lost 50-50 on both the Moalani banner and also Moalani's weapon banner. Fei Xiao, you're running for Fei Xiao? Do you have enough rolls to roll again? I'm almost done, guys. This is the last piece of chicken. Oh, I have 300 gems now. Hey, so no. There, baby girl. There. You can get her on a rerun. Rip, the last piece drop? No, it dropped into the plate. Don't worry. If it dropped on the floor or dropped elsewhere, my reaction wouldn't have been that calm. I would have been like, what the? Okay, last few items. We got one broccoli. It's a big broccoli though. Look, it's pretty big. Yujato also. Oh my god, Ras, stop. Okay. Second last piece. Carrot. I just realized this is a stupid and random realization, right? So I don't know if you guys watch Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball, the Saiyan race, they're all named after vegetables. So like Vegeta is literally lifted off from vegetable. Goku's real name is Kakarot, which is based on a carrot. And then I just ate a broccoli. I think Goku, isn't there like a new character, like a really, really strong character whose name is based off a broccoli? What's his name? I didn't watch the recent Dragon Ball stuff. Isn't there a broccoli? Broly! That's the name! So I just destroyed the Saiyan race. I ate Broly and Kakarot. Oh! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Hello everybody. Hello Snowies. Welcome. And Bella, thank you so much. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome into chat. Oh my god, I can't scroll. Give me a moment. Where's my chat? Hello Bella, how are you doing? What were you Honkai Star Rail? Let me guess. Did you roll for facial? Did you get facial? Hello Crusade ZK, Saleh Azure Zero, Anson, a Blazer X Drive, and Will Kazu. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. You got mommy? Nice. Do you get the light cone as well? Sorry guys, y'all came at when I was talking philosophy about vegetables, talking about Dragon Ball Z. Oh yes, Kakarot. do a Vegeta impression. Damn you, Kakarot! Hey. Hi. How was it? How's everything? What was the damage, Bella? I should introduce myself though. But I have a carrot in my mouth. And one of them was called Gohan, yeah. You don't know what damages, no one cares. As long as you get what you want, right? Great. You haven't really tried? The relic sucks. Maybe you can use like 4-piece follow-up first. Instead of the new relics. Just use the follow-up relics or something like that. 2-piece follow-up, 2-piece win or something like that. Also works. Wrong! Welcome! Welcome back. For everyone who just joined in, hello, my name is Yin. You're watching Tea and Caffeine, your casual gaming channel for the casual gaming people. Tonight we're playing Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, which is like it's like a visual novel kind of game. Detective, lawyer, murder mystery kind of thing. So if visual novel is your thing, if you like Final Fantasy, if you like Hoyoverse stuff, I'm your girl. I'm here. Is this a casual game? I don't know. I assume it's a casual game. I think it's a casual game. I think so. But yeah. I'm based in Malaysia, so it is currently 11:24 p.m. So if any of you guys need to go to bed, please do so. Thank you so much for dropping by though. I really, really appreciate it. So maybe, because you guys come at a point where I just finished the first case, right? There's like 5 cases in this game. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm on episode 2. Where I think I'm about to start. I'll probably play a little bit of episode 2 before I end. The next time I stream would most likely, if ever I stream, it would most likely be on Sunday. Because I'm pretty busy over the next few days. Unless I'm very, very hardworking, then I'll stream on Thursday. We see how it goes. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger, so Yeah. Since you guys are here, if you guys are still here, I'm gonna entertain you guys with my I will say it's like my channel trailer, my trailer. Okay, so hope you guys are JoJo fans. This is a free JoJo reading for you. Sono Yin no Sarame. Let's go. Sora, 落ちた二つの星が光よ何よひなを捕まえてゆく引き合うように重なう波紋誇りの道を行く者に太陽を導き野望の果てを目指す者に生贄を震えるほど心もいつきほど熱く手から放てこの体になぎる勇気で迷いなき覚悟に重ねをThank you, Yin from the past. Okay. All right. Now it's getting a bit warm here. Let me adjust my air conditioning. All right. So, last item from my meal, potatoes. Is there a Saiyajin who's named after a potato? Potato is pretty versatile. It's a pretty strong vegetable. I'm back with shawarma. What happened? You missed everything, Cheetah. What the hell? Bro, I finished the entire first case already. Where the hell were you for the last 4 hours? Bro, you're late. No idea which one. Which finger did it bite? This is the finger on my right. This is a finger on my right. Cheetah was busy saving the world with the Avengers. Damn. I'm sorry I doubted you for a minute there, Cheetah. Saving everybody with the power of Keropok Leko. Sorry you fell asleep. You can cook potato with Chef Mike. Microwave. Ta-da! And my meal is finally done! Yippee! Applause, everybody! Okay, let me just put the plate aside first. Alright. Okay, we have half an hour. Not really half an hour, it's not really strict. Okay. I already cleared most of everything. I think the only thing that I haven't cleared is Genshin. Where you put the plate? I put a plate in the pocket dimension called the toilet. Stop judging me, Ra. Stop! Don't ask me questions like that. I'm not supposed to answer. Girl, go down and wash your plate. I'll do it later. How can Ras get away with roasting Yin? I'ma tell her boyfriend you do it, Ras. What boyfriend? No more boyfriend already, lor. Okay. First, I'm gonna reward myself with a scoop of Kuringao. Let's go. Then we can continue. I know I'm the ex, but you think I'm scared of him, man. Okay. Alright, alright. Yes. This is the shit. Okay, chat, who wants some kuih gao? I swear I won't drop this again. Say ah. Aware. I forgot the pronunciation change. I forgot how potent this is. It's pretty good. Okay, it is time. It is time to move on to episode 2, Turnabout Airlines. Last time kena plushie, last time got delivered to Penang. I'm sure Penang also got sell kuih gao. My favorite kuih gao is from this shop called Tong. You can go and try it out. I'm sure there are Tongs in. Is that the name of the shop? I'm sure they have it in Penang as well. Plushie mandi kuih gao. No more. I'm very careful this time. Today I'm careful, okay? Alright. Next. Episode 2. Turnabout Airlines. Start from this episode. Let's go. Okay. Get ready to voice act. Voice actor Ying. Let's go. That murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. 2 days earlier. Oh. Bro's dead. Oh, bro is not dead. Bro's just drunk. Go you. Yes, everything began high up. I forgot to read the lines. Thank you for flying with GoYou Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Oh, there's gonna be a dead body? No, just wine? I've played this 10 years ago, but I forgot that the airline even had a name. I don't remember this statue saying "Here lies Hugo Hughes." I'm like, everything washed away. I really feel I don't remember anything. Which is a good thing. Okay, flight G390, first floor lounge. Oh, the animation's pretty good though. It looks pretty good. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though, admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. So, Ashworth has a fear of earthquakes. Oh! Did he drop his wallet? What happened? A travel wallet? What's this? A travel wallet? but it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? Ah, my head. Why wouldn't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. Ugh, from earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. So he experienced an earthquake in an elevator, which was where his phobia formed. So this is like not looking very good for Edgeworth right now. I vaguely remember this chapter. I also vaguely remember the chapter. Right now, I can recall and I can see the characters that appear in the chapter, but I don't remember who's the killer. Actually, I remember the victim. I remember the victim's identity. I don't remember who's the killer. No, I think I know who's the killer. I might know who's the killer, but yeah, I forgot everything else. All this in an airplane? What kind of airplane is this? It's a fancy airplane, I guess. I'm sure it's not safe to have statues in an airplane. This looks like a freaking hazard. And an elevator in an airplane? Insane. Quite HD, yeah. I mean, this game just released recently, so the quality, I guess, is to be expected. Why complain? Free money, what? There's actually an option to change it back to the old sprites. Why can't I? I can't open my options. Later, I guess. What am I hesitating like this? What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. Yeah, there you go. This is the story. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I am a grown man now. I need to behave like one. What the? What in the world happened? Oh, shit! And someone saw everything. Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your... Sit. He's dead! Please, calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer! What? No! You have it all wrong. It wasn't me. So this was 2 days before the events of the first case. 2 days before first case. Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but we have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight. I can see, look at him struggling on the bottom right corner. Poor Edgeworth. He actually has some emotions. I think in the old sprite, it doesn't look like this at all. You obviously can't see the emotions on his face. An accident? Don't treat us like we are stupid. I caught a glimpse and it was murder. What? Murder? What's going on with this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off! Let me off? Are you crazy? This passenger can just like jump off the plane and just die. Please, there is no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. That's the culprit. Right there. Our culprit. Damn, that's a huge stake. True. I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I assure you, I am not the killer. Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body. So you say, however. I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant. Oh, is that right? It just so happened that he has a huge textbook of law with him, just in case you guys didn't know that he was a lawyer. I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about? We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I am very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Tornado, is it? Yes? I was wondering if you might give me a chance. A chance to do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you mean by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Of course, as you wish. Good. Very well then. Let's get started. I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I am certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. Okay, we're jumping right into it. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon. It was just a travel wallet, wasn't it? So, if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. I think the issue is with the weapon. It's not a weapon. He wasn't holding a weapon. There was no weapon. Oh my god, sorry. I haven't been reading YouTube chat. But yeah, Broly. The answer was Broly. Casual game with much brain power. But it's fun. It makes you feel very smart. It's just slight brain power. Okay.
Hold it!
Tell me, what exactly puts the pro in professional flight attendant for you? Well, it means that we are very professional about how we take care of our passengers. Services like fetching papers and responding to calls are done with speed and accuracy. I can assure you that I give testimonies with the same level of professionalism. But I'm sure that you have already realized that by now, right? It's a bit hard to appreciate your professionalism when I'm the one under suspicion. And there you have it. My professional testimony is accurate and reliable. Oh.
Hold it!
How can you not notice us? You weren't even in YouTube chat until I mentioned YouTube chat, okay? My god, this stewardess cute. Is she single? She might be. What the hell? Her hair, I just realized. It's like, I don't know what her hair is supposed to be. I just know it's like square pieces on top of each other. Is it supposed to resemble like a turbine or something like that? I'm not too sure. I'm also not sure what her name is supposed to be a pun of. You certainly seem sure of yourself. Of course, a professional flight attendant can't afford to make mistakes after all. Perhaps, but you must admit, there are few who can look at murder with a clear mind. We flight attendants all go through extensive training and are always calm and collected. We'll even calmly serve you coffee, if you so wish, as the plane makes a splash sound. Notice us, senpai, we are all waiting for you. I was looking, you have so much time to even change within your, among your accounts. What the hell? I fail to see how that would be the calm and rational thing to do in an emergency. Even until the bitter end, we are there to serve the passengers. That is the duty of all professional flight attendants. You certainly are confident. Anyway, shall we return to your testimony? Wait, Gumshoe not with us? Not right now. I think this is the part where we're not with Gumshoe, yeah. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. He'll come back later. We are on the flight right now. I think probably going back to where he's from. And Gumshoe right now is cleaning up the office. Yes? What did you see in front of the elevator? That's what I was just about to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth. Framed by the elevator doors and bathed in the light coming from within.
Hold it!
The murder weapon dripping with blood? Really now? I swear that was the grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw, or there'd be widespread panic by now. As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time. Excuse me? You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of murder. Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be flustered. I witnessed the murder scene and am now listening to your defense, all with a smile. Apparently, you also lie with a smile on your face.
Hold it!
I am not the culprit, and yet you would keep these restraints on me? Mr. Edgeworth, please try to understand what kind of situation you're in right now. And what exactly is my situation? I have the backing of the captain to keep you bound in this way. We are within our legal right to restrain anyone who might threaten our captain mid-flight. In essence, you're in the same situation as someone who has been arrested by the police. So I am to stay restrained until I can clear up all her doubts? At least I'm close. Oh! He smirk! Stop, Edgeworth! What? The sudden smirk? Oh my god! This is too goodbye. Very thoughtful, very mindful, very demure. Imagine doing it with so much lag, the commitment and the dedication. You're having lag. Her mistake shines like the silver lining on a dark rain cloud. And I'm going to capture some of that light with evidence. Okay. Do I even have evidence? I do have evidence. Flight itinerary. License to love, laugh, maim. Oh, okay. It's most likely this though, so shouldn't be too hard.
Objection!
Mr. Nero, what is with that yelling all of a sudden? Ah, force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Mr. Nero, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct? Yes, all that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Mr. Nero. Now then, do you still think I am the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet? But I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did. As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice. Then... That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist. No! There. That should clear up that pesky accusation. Well, wait just a sec. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside. Please? She's trembling, and the tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. What is with this expression? I don't know. Something about this expression is just yabai. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light. No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself. She is persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Mr. Nero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me. Alright, I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here. Grape juice stains the outer cover. True, it was I who dropped it in the juice. However, I didn't do it out of ill intentions. How do I open it? How do I open this thing? Oh, it's a passport. Republic of Virginia. It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there's nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree? Please, hear me out, Mr. Ahrefs. What is it now? Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. Hicks Ackerby. Just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ekby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you? How dare you! You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? Money? Well, wasn't the money all over his body? So, even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me. I see. You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play? Okay.
Hold it!
Second testimony. Shouldn't that be proof enough that for you that I did not murder the victim? Not at all. Oh, and why not? Because that wallet may not have been what I thought it was. However, I'm sure the contradiction is something about the money. You think I stole it? Yes, I'm very sorry to say it, but I wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said. I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief. Maybe I should put on a serious face and say it more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage. It doesn't really matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks' wallet. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. Oops.
Hold it!
I don't think I have any sort of motive to speak. I've never met Mr. Hicks before, and our only connection is this one flight. But that is more than enough for a reason. How do you figure? He was sitting in first class, and I think the implication is quite clear. Oh, this is first class. Not even business class, it's first class. You're out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? You think I was after his money? Well, where did that cockamamie? What the hell is a cockamamie? Cockamamie idea came from? True, you're also a passenger in first class, but I thought something was off about you and those deeply etched lines on your forehead. They're not lines. They're perfectly normal and a part of my natural face. I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible countenance on a flight before. English, right? And that's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble. She really is making a fool of herself, pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony.
Hold it!
I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Present with the money
Objection!
and the body. I wonder if I might get a word in, Mr. Nero. What is it now? Mr. Nero, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony. What are you talking about? It's simply impossible that a motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. The money's just like all over the floor. What about this crime? What about this scene will prove that the motive for the murder was not the money?
Take that!
If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor. Ah! That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. But the wallet...
Objection!
Ah yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks' passport. Ah! If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet. Forgive me! Please! Hey, what the hell? Are you saying that attendant's wrong? So the guy isn't a killer? Ha! Don't believe it, everyone! It's a trick! Will you all please be quiet? Mr. Nero. Yes? You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer. I take offense. I take offense for that. Mr. Hedgeworth. Oh, yay, we're free. Thank you for releasing me. Ah, what is this now? Subtitles. Mr. Nero, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. It sounds like Virginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who... I said... Oh my god, what? I feel I'm gonna... fuck this voice up. I said that he is giving the roundabout. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant. Yes, sir? I want this person to be under arrest until we leave the airport. What a creep. Is that a monkey statue right there? I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You, how dare you try to waste my time? You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent, yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I am not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I am a very wealthy man in the Virginia. But I am not an ordinary rich man. I am art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now? Pardon? When you say that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the roundabout. I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Okay. And what's the significance of that time? Can we request more French accent? Actually, I have no idea what accent I'm doing. I'm like going in between like Italian to French to like some Serbian accent to I have no idea what I'm doing. Russian, something in between lah. I'm also not sure. I heard tam only one. It's a I cooked it up real hard. At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6? F? What do you mean F? Is it bad? Oh no! Is the stream dead? Is that why you're F? GG. Hello? I'm still here, right? Yeah. I think it's still okay. It looks okay to me. Okay. So sorry. I was like, why you're saying F? Then I realized that it's because of the internet. What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. What is a French accent? Give me something very French to say, like a very French, French. Omelette du fromage, croissant. But holy, she's still hot. Damn, cheated down bad. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the launch at that time was this prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. Of course it's grape juice. Sure. Surely it's only grape juice. And I was still eating. I still haven't finished, see? The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, yes, I suppose? No compliant. I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Or so you say. But do you have what you say, the evidence? Mr. Ashworth, are you really the culprit after all? Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw? Enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes. That people you call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. A simple cell phone. A laptop or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. What the hell? I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Mr. Nero. Yes? I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene. What? You want to examine the crime scene? If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like the sound of that fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that is how you say it in English. It's fox guarding the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Mr. Nero, if you wait until we arrive, There is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha! This should not be approved! Please, Mr. LeBlanc. In an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. You are not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha! We will see. Oh, that was fast. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable. What's Fox in the Dark Pen again? The actual thing that he wanted to say was fox in a hen house. I think fox guarding the hen house. Fox guarding the hen house. This, I've actually never heard of this proverb before. I have no idea. I am in your debt, Mr. Nero. However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case. Grrr. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use T to talk. It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Let's go. Investigation starto. I think we're making pretty good progress, not gonna lie. Okay, so this is probably Agby Hicks' seat. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Mr. Nero, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge. As long as you have the captain's permission, I can't stop you from looking around. If you could pass the message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation. I will. However, please realize that you are still under suspicion. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you. Of course, and I take no offense. Do you really understand what I'm saying? Yes, verily. Do you pinky swear you do on your honor as a professional prosecutor? I pinky swear I do on my honor as a professional prosecutor? Well, I guess that settles that. I feel my honor as a man slowly diminishing. Okay. How do I check? This was Mr. Hicks' seat. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about. Perhaps it's in the elevator? Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now. I'll check all this dumb shit going on. Don't get near me, you criminal! He said, don't get near me, you criminal. I'm not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now. Bro losing his face as time goes on, yeah. He's about to pop some blood vessels. But that's contrary to the facts! He says, but that's contrary to the facts. I can understand his English just fine, thank you very much. Yo, how much grape juice is this guy drinking? Hey miss, how about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murder. How about it? How about a glass together? Sorry, but I must decline. I wasn't talking about you, I was asking the cute attendant. I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I'd be happy to bring you another glass at any time. You got it, Toots. That's no way to talk to a lady. dude is still on his steak. He's not done with his steak. If I may have a word with you. This steak is so awesome. That's great to hear. However, I would like to ask you a few questions. I was here whole time, so wouldn't know. I just realized it's a huge ass like parfait sitting there and it's not melting at all. That's magic, if I say so myself. Eat or speak. Please pick one. I think he chose to eat. Yes, I can hear that. Ah, that's right. I was in the middle of recreating a chess game. Just an observation. Just an observation. But aren't there too many red knights around that lone blue pawn? So the red knight is supposed to represent Edgeworth and the blue pawn is supposed to represent Phoenix. Nonsense. It simply shows that the blue pawn is no match for the red knight's might. Ah yes, what a good voice over. Yin, please. Thank you very much. I'm committed. I try my best. It's my seat. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything particularly useful for an investigation. It's not as if I'm constantly prepared for such a thing to occur. Hurry up and investigate. Time should not be wasted. Precious is human time is how you say it, I believe. Okay, you might have a contender for your cute flight attendant. Okay, you see this flight attendant here? I'ma expose her in 3, 2, 1. Booba. Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there. If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay? What the? Hey, wake up, you! I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth. No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I'd see to it that her salary was cut so low that it was in the red. Yin, guess what? Guess what? What? Okay, I think we can head down now. In order to preserve the crime scene, I'm afraid that the elevator is not in service. To get to the first floor lounge, we should take the stairs. Friday got 12 attendees, then Friday long. Easy. Decided, right? It's next Friday, right? How did you find your meal to be, Mr. Edgeworth? Come to think of it, I forgot all about it. I must have been asleep or something. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let me prepare you something right away. What are you apologizing for, Mr. Nero? I failed in my professional duties by letting a passenger go hungry. Please, help yourself. If you see anything to your fancy, feel free. I think I'll take my time later. After I've solved this case. Thanks. I played Chrono Trigger maybe about 15 times since 1997. That's crazy. Yin and me cosplay Chrono Trigger before. Why suddenly bring up Chrono Trigger again? So Yin off topic, but Chrono Trigger stream when? I don't know if I have time to play Chrono Trigger. I have so many other games that I haven't played yet. I've watched like multiple playthroughs of Chrono Trigger, so I kind of know the story already. And yeah, I don't know if I played the beginning of Chrono Trigger a bit, but I didn't finish. I maybe made it like 1/4 of the way through. Like very early on in the game. Now, hold on a minute. Ooh, is one of the games FF9? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I want to thank you for your help back there, Mr. Nero. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. Can you bring down a bit? Cannot see her face. Cheater later said. Okay, there you go. And just so everything is perfectly clear. I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota. I see. I will bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asked that you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes and first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all. Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Investigation! No, it's Hogwarts, that's true. I'm sorry, Raz. I feel so bad. She haven't played? I haven't played, I know. And we bought it at launch as well. And I didn't even play the game. Not even one bit. What you mean it's okay? I feel bad. Are you sure it's okay? Inside Raz is like, fuck. Fuck her. Fuck Suzanne. What the hell? Fuck it. That bitch. Now then, let's get started. Share library with Raz. I don't think Raz will play though. Raz is not a Harry Potter fan. But where should we start from? We start from eating some kueh linggao. No lah, Raz good guy one. Ong, for real. Which starting screen? See? Raz also finished Pokemon Scarlet. He gave me Pokemon Violet. I only reached the first gym leader. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll try to clear all my backlogs one by one, okay? After this, I need to play Final Fantasy Rebirth first. Because I'm going to the orchestra end of this year. And I haven't even finished the game. And it was supposed to be like a game that I really wanted to play. But in the end, I also didn't finish playing. I did want Violet. I'm sorry, Raz. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere. If we were to believe what you say is true, then yes. The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. Okay. I got my copy late, by then everyone all finished the... Wait, what did wrong say? Hold on. It's so hard for me to scroll on this stupid thing. I haven't finished Crisis Core. She bought me, GG. But you played Crisis Core before though. Oh, and the Pung game, the Pung art game. Did you play it? I can imagine Ras doing the kappa face. Don't know why. Ooh. I didn't buy it at Ras. Bing borrowed me his copy because I was waiting for a second-hand one, Pokemon Scarlet. I was kind of like waiting as well. I didn't buy it on release, but Ras decided to get it for me anyway in like December. Like 1 month after the release or something. Wait, the art game, the love, is it? Yeah, the love one. Yeah, the love and the dating game also. Nah. Ras also got backlog. I also bought Ace Attorney for Ras. But Ras played like... I can't remember which case is Ras on. You played both Love Is and the dating game one? You didn't tell me how the game is like. You didn't finish the dating one. Love Is I still playing. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was thinking, should we Naruto Scarlet? What is Naruto? What does Naruto mean? There's a lot of like the freebies in the games that I didn't get. Speedrun, both of us. Oh, we can think about it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I'll try to finish this investigation portion. I think it will be a good time to end because I'm sure this case is a little bit longer than the previous case. So if can, I want to clear more. So the next day when we play, we can finish it one shot. This door leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel. The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great. However, to me, it simply smells. That sounds like what Ras would say. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind these doors. Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Ashworth? Mr. Ashworth? Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. Why did he space out for a second there? These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There is quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area. Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Ashworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you. I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. Okay, I was just curious how the back of the outfit looks like. Okay, it just looks normal. I miss all the freebies. Fue Coco carried me sia. Ace Attorney game is quite hard to play on PC. Really? You know what's the problem, Ras? You know how we solved the issue? It's time to get you a Steam Deck. Imagine playing Sea of Stars on your bed. Wait, you... Yeah, on your bed. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, But these clouds, they tell me nothing. Mr. Ashworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds. Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them? I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation. The clouds, they tell me nothing. I think I can emulate Ace Attorney. Don't want lah. Remember the game console I bought, the emulator one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I buy the game for what? Okay. There are a few copies of Sky magazine in the magazine rack. This month's special is an English trivia quiz. That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle. Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Ashworth. Who's ever heard of a silly word as participle? Case in point. He's such a smart ass, this Ashworth. This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive. That's not a piano, it's more like an overgrown music box. But its keys depressed along with the music as though there really is someone playing it. Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Yeah, buy the game for what? Sheesh! This toppled over chair. Yet another victim of the turbulence. No! Look at all that grape juice staining the back! You may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable. It was? Yes! It was used when the Rockapels came to tour this plane. The Rockapels leader sat in this very chair. I'm sorry, but what are these Rockapels? I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rockapels are an extremely popular international band. They added the pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens. That explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. You never heard of the Rockapels, pal? Why are you talking about Rockapels the best, pal? What or who is this? This is a bronze statue of the founder of GoYu Airlines. Mr. Yugo found GoYu Airlines. Mr. Hugo Hughes. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other one is of him in his 80s. Doesn't it look the same? Did the man age at all over these 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. Glasses and candles shown in disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters, but we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed. There must be still clues to be found here. In this lounge, I must remain ever vigilant. There's some spilled grape juice, and why is there footprints walking away? There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean that up before someone might get hurt. Aha! What is it, Mr. Ashworth? I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene? The footsteps.
Take that!
What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree that these are sets of footprints. So you think? Yes, this belonged to our killer. Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class. I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match. Oh, I see. A pity that a bronze statue knows not when good drink has been spilled at his feet. This is, this is a statue of our founder, Mr. Hugo Hughes, who was a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet. Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect? Okay. What floors does this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't rest until I inspect every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Okay, there's blood on the back of Blood's head. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. So, Mr. Higgs, he's really dead? Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right here. Mr. Higgs, if you're really dead, then please answer yes. I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Higgs' head. Could this be the cause of death? Wait, there's blood on the statue as well. Wound on the back of Higgs' head suggests blunt force trauma, but what caused it? He appears to have been struck very hard. Interesting. Even his glasses are broken. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during the murder? What is this? What is this sinister looking figure on the floor here? Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Hugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we are down to our last one. Do you have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Higgs' body was discovered. There's blood here. Could this have been the murder weapon? There's a credit card. Credito cardo. Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Higgs' wallet at some point. That's it. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting here. Hello? Oh, his shoes? There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Higgs entered this elevator after the turbulence. There's something in his pocket. There's something sticking out of his pocket. I hope he wouldn't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside of a building somewhere. His phone is missing. He has it. He has the lanyard thing around his neck, but the phone is missing. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Oh, then we can deduce. the deduce button came out. I bet it was a clock statue. Oh, that's a good one, Ras. What a callback. I wonder what was hanging off this lanyard. Something is missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. I can put my finger on it. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Eureka!
Mr. Hicks' machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Mr. Nero. Ah, so I guess because it's not here. Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Is that it? I mean, I don't really have anything else. Is that it? Oh, I think I probably need to do some logicking. It's time to kill! Okay, so murder weapon, blunt force trauma, most likely. A statue with her blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death. Oh, Mr. Ashworth, I think I figured something out. Yes, what is it? The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head. Well, aren't we deserving of the master of the obvious title? Well, what do you think, Mr. Ashworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon. Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. Okay, where was the killer? What clues points to where the killer have been? Isn't that the footsteps? Yeah. So the footsteps, I guess. Oh! It's not. What clues point to where the killer have been? Is it the elevator? Oh, it is elevator. True. There wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. In the elevator with Hicks. If only I could prove that the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. Could it be the spilled grape juice? Yeah, it is. Nice. I have it! I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Ashworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder. What? Really? Yes. It's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding. Or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person. But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself? Ah, but if you look at our victim's shoe, you can see that the soles are spotless. Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Investigation complete. Very nice. That took us half an hour. What's going on over there? 做咩嘢啊？卡堅膽波 A 細波啊！哇撈 Unforgivable. This is unforgivable. Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time. Hello, Azamaniac. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. We are playing Ace Attorney Investigations, but I will most likely end soon once I get control of my character or whatever. Like, we'll see where the section ends. I'll try and find a good point. But thank you so much for dropping by though. How are you doing? What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat. Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet? If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. What nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more. Fine, suit yourself. Paging Dr. Beat, emergency. I'm good, just finished playing OW2, Otsukare. Thanks for the 24-hour stream. No, I cannot. You already see me, I'm already yawning. I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and to the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal. Mr. LeBlanc's conclusion seemed to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me. So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see. Hurry, do I look like a man who is having the time to wait for you? Why is he so irritated? I'm the accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast. I'm feeling bad because I'm like extending the investigation to another rebuttal. Woohoo! I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator.
Hold it!
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time? Of course, I saw what was inside. And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man. This last outburst is a bit too important to let go. Wait, was that important? What's with what's with LeBlanc's finger? I have no idea. He's doing the like the gun pose or some shit.
Hold it!
Was he really alone? Of course, I will bet even 1 cent. A cheap ante for a cheap testimony. But if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent. 1 cent? Not worth. I assume the pocket watch in this case is the one you keep checking, is that correct? Oh, you notice? It is very expensive antique. I will have you know. I'll be surprised if the clock is not moving. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by my hand. He winds it by hand. It does look very well designed and quite classy. I will have to charge you if you want to touch it. That's quite alright. Let's continue with your testimony. What a cheap man you are. Now return the time you wasted back to me. And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock.
Hold it!
It's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15. And that's when I found the two of them as well. You see, it all matches my testimony.
Hold it!
That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of. No. Your silly opinion is what is mistaken. Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you are both mistaken. Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what it is. I spy a little hole in his words. As you wish, Mr. LeBlanc. I will now show you proof of my innocence. I think it should be... Which is it? Someone took the phone. Most likely we need to prove that there is someone. 6 o'clock. Maybe there's something going on. 6 o'clock. What time is it? 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. What's going on? Movie. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but I thought he complained movie is late. But the problem is he doesn't mention it in his testimony, so there's nothing for me to like disprove. Unless he brings it up. Unless the sentence that they say like exactly contradicts what I have, right? I can't bring it up. I do think the time is probably off, but I'm not sure what to prove. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator. The only person inside was Mr. Hicks' man. So... But... someone else was inside. But how do I prove it? This one? I don't know.
Objection!
Oh, it is! Mr. LeBlanc. What is it? There is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. What do you mean? Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice. Yes, and? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints. Footprints? Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. Oh. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Can you please translate for us? No way. That's totally impossible, I guess is what he said. No way, that is totally impossible. I know there was no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes. If you want to know what I think, Mr. Ashworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us. I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear, there was no one else inside, no one. That's all you can say? Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down. What? Dare you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forget I said anything. Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. The testimony has like nothing in it. Like no details.
Hold it!
So, are you still upset now? I am always upset. The only time I'm not is when I have a piece of art in my hands. It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me.
Hold it!
Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time in money. You understand the point. Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? That starts at 6. A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting. They were supposed to start License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. It's banned. It's banned in Virginia. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I check my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came aboard. You know what will solve his problem? NordVPN. If you can't watch it in your home country, maybe NordVPN will hide your country of origin and then you can watch it. Ta-da! Not sponsored by the way. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it if that's alright. The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times.
Hold it!
So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine? Yes. I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Mime, and Murder. Mr. Nero, was this movie shown on this flight? Yes. It was shown at the scheduled time. Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident? Nonsense, you doubt me? No. Now stop pointing at me like that. Odd. How did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see? I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. That much I know for sure. Oh! My watch is set to my destination's time. The schedule is based on where they depart, the departure place, the departure port.
Hold it!
You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc? Yes, of course. I am very busy, man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made. Flatter me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me. That's alright. All I require is this piece of testimony.
Hold it!
Since you only happen to see him, it's possible that you might miss something in that glance. Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing. And how can you be so sure? Just because! I would appreciate it if you didn't take my life so lightly with a simple just because. Well then, I was only making joke. I saw Mr. Higgs, alright? And I saw clearly into the elevator.
Hold it!
Is it possible that someone was hiding inside? What? You dare insult me? I have belief in my eyesight. When I look for art to sell, I am told often I have great sight for the arts. I think the phrase you were looking for was great sense, although that's debatable. But isn't it possible someone was just outside of your line of sight? You are persistent, I tell you. I look clearly. Oh, I honestly don't think Okay, they went through this already. I think he might be mistaken about something. Mistaken? Yes. And I'm going to correct his mistaken recollection with evidence. And this professional attendant shall witness the prowess of a professional prosecutor. Wait, I haven't pressed the last line.
Hold it!
Did I not? I think I didn't. Why do you insist that you're absolutely not mistaken? Because when I say I am not wrong, I am not wrong. Sounds like toxic parenting. Hold on, give me a moment. Hydration check, thank you. Gulp, 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 gulp. Hold up. Alright, there we go. How do I delete the message? Is the message gone? Yeah, I banned already, but how do I delete the message? Oh, they bypassed the cheap viewers with like the line at the bottom. It auto deletes? Okay, alright. It's gone already, nice. Mr. LeBlanc, if I may, I think beyond misconceptions and mistakes lies the truth. Funny, that suspiciously mirrors something I told her only a little while ago. Alright. Which was the line? Okay, this one. So... Objection! Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I come aboard. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Did he just repeat it himself? Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Nero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now? Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point. That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Jengfa. But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now, We are still running on Borginian time. What? The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. And that face though. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flights on board clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1 million cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m. My 1 billion cents! This should clear up all the remaining accusations. So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right? Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time and what was he doing? I've got something to say. And you all? Yeah, oh! I'm Kemi Mealy. I'm a flight attendant. And what is it you wish to say? Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Kemi? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. What? How can you be so sure of the time? Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point. We asked that all blah, blah, blah. Ah, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer at Zhengfa, correct? Whoa, her outfit? Just realized? Yes. It was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks. And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones board this flight? Oh my god! This kind of time frame, right, is so easy to smuggle something on, man. Or smuggle something off, isn't it? No. Not a single person got off or on in Zhengfa. What about the flight crew? The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. Also, you realize she has like a little nip, like showing, like yeah. Just that net, yeah. Welcome! Thank you so much for the raid, everyone from Cheese Dream. Thank you so much for dropping by. Chi, welcome in. Wonder Muse, thank you so much for dropping by. Hello, hello. It's been a while. How you doing? Did you come for the boba? Boba. Squirrel with a gun. What game is that? It has been a while. I haven't been streaming for a very long time. I've been busy touching grass, busy playing games alone, like just busy being comfortable with myself. So that's why I haven't been like streaming a lot. Oh my god, hello Chi, it's been so long. Oh my god, hello Ron K, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. How was the game? How was your night, Chi? Hope you have been well, Chi. But yeah, we are playing Ace Attorney Investigations. This is like a visual novel style game, murder mystery, detective, lawyer kind of stuff. I'm a huge fan of the Ace Attorney series. So this game just got re-released. It was actually made like 10 over years ago, but they re-released it on Steam along with an official translation of the second game, which was never translated, which which wasn't officially translated like for over 10 years. So I'm very excited. This is just my, this is, I don't know how else or what other words I can use to explain how much I like this game. I really love the game. The boba pork though, it just so happens you came in when there's boba. We didn't have boba before this. Nah, I show you more. Okay, I don't know where to sit. Here lah. Nah. She loves her BB more than this game. I think AA has many different games. It does. So there's the original trilogy with Phoenix Wright. Ta-da! Phoenix Wright. There's the original Phoenix Wright trilogy. Then this game comes after that. This game is called Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. So it's a spin-off of Miles Edgeworth, which is his rival. This guy, he has 2 games, 2 spin-off. Then it goes back to the trilogy of Apollo Justice, which also has Phoenix in it. The Apollo Justice trilogy is also on Steam actually. So there's a total of a trilogy, a 2-game, another trilogy, and then there's a two-part game that is like a prequel, like an ancestor kind of prequel of this game. So imagine it's like the Legend of Arceus of Pokemon, you know? So there's that game as well. So total, I guess there's like 10 games? Quick math, 10 games. Yeah, BB better than AA. I see, so it focuses around the lawyer investigator. Yeah, so obviously the lawyer is not this booba lady lah. So it's another guy. So it focuses, so the Phoenix Wright games, it focuses more on being in the courtroom. So you're in the courtroom, you have someone that you need to defend, someone who's innocent normally, and then like there'll be someone on the stand who's like, oh my god, I saw this person at like 5 o'clock and then I'm sure they killed this person. And then you're like, objection! You couldn't have seen them at 5 o'clock because 5 o'clock they were doing something else and this is the proof. Then they're like, oh, did I say 5 o'clock? I mean 5:30. Haha. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. 5:30, you know, that kind of thing. So that's how the game goes. It's about like picking out like inconsistencies, murder mystery lah, basically. What were they doing at 5 o'clock? They were committing murder. So the thing about these investigations, the spin-off, this is the spin-off game. The spin-off game is more towards detective style. They're not really in the courtroom. So instead of doing like there's a judge, there's another prosecutor kind of thing, the main character is debating with all these normies. The normies are like, no, I'm sure is this happened, this happened, this happened, and then you debate with them, that kind of thing. Similar but slightly different vibe. You actually get to see the character move around, which doesn't happen in the original series. Actually, I bet the sleepyhead is the murderer. That boba is illegal. Yin, can we do an Ace Attorney investigation to what happened to FF9? FF9 has been buried and like already cremated, dead, gone, bye-bye. So I'm assuming AA games have different endings. The AA games are actually all continuous. There's a continuous story. It's not like Final Fantasy where each game is independent of each other. It does have sort of like a linked plot and a lot of callbacks and a lot of like cameos and sometimes like reoccurring characters. So it doesn't have different ending, right? It's quite it is mostly how do I say? It's not like you have a bad ending or good ending, or like if you choose to help this person, then maybe the other person will die, or if you choose to help A, then B will go to jail. No lah. It's mostly just one ending. There are ways that you can game over in the game, but very, very few. So yeah. It's mostly just one canon. There's only one main storyline. But I'm in love with this game because the humor is pretty funny, and all the characters have a lot of like puns in their names. So like the investigator, the detective in this game, his name is called Dick Gumshoe. So basically, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Detective is basically what it means. Something like that lah. It's just quite a funny, very quirky kind of game, and all the characters have like very interesting designs. Yeah, so I really like this game. I've played this 10 years ago, but I mostly forgot what happened. But mainly, I'm trying to get to the second part of the game, which I've never finished playing before. I've never finished playing because it wasn't translated. So yeah. I'm like scraping the bottom of the barrel for all Ace Attorney content I can get. Very interesting, Boba. What were you talking about again? We're talking about the plot of the game. Interesting character design, yes. Very attractive, very eye-catching, very memorable character designs. Yes, very big plot. And big personalities as well. Very revealing of the murder case. Yes. There are some characters like that, like not all of them. It's not always about Booba. Not always, just sometimes. Wait, where am I? But eventually, everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane. So this is the main character, this guy, Edgeworth. His name is Miles Edgeworth. So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you, Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Okay, now what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth? I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa. Ugh! You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you are the only one who could be the killer. Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards? Unfortunately, yes. But then, how do we explain the footprints? Is that not obvious? Did he say oblivious? I think he said oblivious. No, is that not obvious? Well, we're cooked. We're cooking. This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge, waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge? Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc? What? Do you have another idea? I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. I don't know what he means, but okay. So basically, like, you point out like inconsistencies. You need to use evidence to prove that it's wrong. Is there something that can tie this crime to another location other than the lounge? The cargo? Where do I find that? The cargo? The in-flight store? The cargo? Wait, is this the cargo hole? No, that can't be. No, it's not, The cargo hole? Did I not have something that tells me that the lift goes to the cargo hole? Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? I don't know. I think it's most likely this. Is it? Oh my god. Nice eye, Yin. Well said. I know you got it.
Take that!
Okay, I'm correct. These footprints. In which direction do you think these are headed? That would be the in-flight shop. Correct. They are headed in the direction of the shop. But they look disconnected. They end all of a sudden. You are right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there is another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. What? What do you mean? Oh! The statue! The statue! The murder weapon! The murder weapons from the shop!
Take that!
The murder weapon, this little piggy bank, is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you are innocent at all. Is there no way to win with this man? Hold it! If I may. What is it? You see, well, it's just as Mr. Ashworth says. Oh, and why do you know this so well? Well, it's just that that piggy bank was there in that shop. I saw it with my very own eyes. And when was this? It was maybe around 5:40 a.m. Why would she remember that the piggy bank was in the shop? Isn't that just before we hit the patch of turbulence? That's right. You were in the shop just before the turbulence? Yes I was. Come to think of it. Mr. Nero, when I found the body, I believe you came out from that door. Yes, I did. And what is beyond that door? That's the flight attendant's room. Then you were on the first floor? Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room. Wait, if we have two flight attendants here, then who's attending to the passengers on this flight right now? I just realized. Where's the other flight attendants? Who's working? Who's actually working and taking care of the passengers? Are you saying that you passed by me at some point? Yes, you seem really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by. I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was. Well, all the passengers need to be independent. They're still eating the same steak, still drinking the same grape juice. No issues, no worries, everything's good. Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? I went there for a work-related matter. Work, you say? Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities. Why did you not say anything about this until now is what I want to know. In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well. Shall we head over there then? Hold it! Hold it! Hold it. What is it now? Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're alright. Huh? What is it? Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all. What the fuck is she talking about? Now even Tenero is sus? Kind of, right? A bit, but a bit sus. Everyone sus. What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero? Maybe she didn't ask the captain. It's either she didn't ask the captain for permission, or Cammy is lying. I don't know who's lying right now. It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You say you have permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet here you are. You flight attendant. What are you trying to do? Pull the ship over us? The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way. Mr. Nero, why would you do such a thing? Please excuse me. Oh, off she goes. Looks like I got to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on. There's something about Mr. Nero that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Okay. This is probably a good point to stop. Oh, holy shit, I didn't even realize it's 1:30. What? The last I checked, it was 12:48. How did it become 1:30? Huh? Nani? Where did the time go? What happened? Who am I? Okay. I'm gonna end the YouTube stream here first. Thank you so much for hanging out, YouTube. And we will continue this episode of Ace Attorney next time. Bye bye.